Hey everyone, I'm just here to do a quick review of the Salomon XA25 day hiking bag. I picked this up because I was issued a refund for the vest that I did in another review, just because there was a hole appeared very quickly in the inner lining. It wasn't big enough to render it useless, so I thought rather than have a replacement one of these, I'd just have something slightly different for a different purpose. So I opted for the hiking bag because it's got the similar, I forgot the exact name of it, but the Salomon suspension system thing going on. Not a zip in sight on the whole bag, it's all connected and held together with these elasticated cords, and it works pretty well, which I should explain in a minute. So haven't used it loads and loads. The reason I thought I'd get it was because, primary reason, like walks and hiking with the family, we often take picnics and a bit of kit with us, and it was big enough to fit all of that kind of stuff in. Second reason is because I'm going to start this year commuting more on the mountain bike down the canal. So I commute to and from work running. It's 22 kilometers each way. Often I'll take the car, run back in, bring the car home, and a couple of times I've run either way. But what I want to start doing is maybe trying to get down to using the car once a week, so I can maybe cycle in, run home, run back, cycle home, cycle there and back another day, run there and back another day, and then maybe use the car. And it's just a lot leaving loads of kit at work, so I thought on the days that I'm cycling, this bag could act as my kit bag. And yeah, I haven't started doing that yet, but I've got no reason to believe that won't work. The other reason I used it was, I used it on my self-supported 50-mile run that I did in December. So I work at an education trust that's got 7 schools. So I ran from home, around all the schools and back home again for 50 miles for a charity that one of our schools works with for 2 young children that sadly passed away last year. So I used it for that because my wife was going to bring some supplies to each of the schools for me, but she had to go away at the last minute with our eldest son. So I just thought something nice and big. I wanted to take road shoes because the last 3 quarters were on the road. So at the halfway point, a friend was meeting me at one of the schools. So I thought if I take my road shoes, I can leave my trail shoes with him and in the car, and then put them on. So I carried shoes for the first 45k, loads of bananas, and water, and then plenty of water, and my waterproof, and just some sort of mandatory kit kind of stuff. Now on the day it felt great. I just made the video actually from the GoPro footage, and I noticed that in the videos you can see it sort of moving up and down quite a lot. Now I didn't experience that when I was walking at all. It was the opposite. I just couldn't believe how secure it felt because of all the suspension system and the different cords. It fitted so well. So obviously in terms of running all day like that I wasn't quick, but obviously quicker than a hike. It did move a little bit, but also it wasn't full, which I believe that maybe if I'd spent a bit of time fitting it more. And again, I'm saying that now because I noticed it on the video, but when I was actually running, I didn't notice it at all. And then, like I just mentioned, on the walk, it was spectacular. I mean, I've had it nowhere near full. You can see how the bag is there, and then you sort of fill it, and then you fold over the edge, and then you pull this bit tight, and it pulls it in tight, so then it starts looking more like a bag. It's just a wonderful bit of kit. Again, I think it retailed for it's a similar price to the Sense Pro 10 vest, but it was about £130-ish. And I've just found with running this year that often the saying "buy cheap, buy twice" has been really true. I know there's been a couple of issues with the Salomon, but I think that's down to usage and the amount that actually use these items. I would say that really you get what you pay for, and the bag, although I haven't used it heaps yet, it's just such a cool, really different to anything else that I've seen before. I've got a GoPro bag, which is amazing for GoPro. It's got all the connections, but when you're wearing it, it feels quite bulky. You can't seem to get too much stuff into it. The size of it. So I just find that it's so dynamic with the all the different straps, and you can see how stretchy and how much it gives. So you could really feel this bag. I mean, it's made for sort of a couple of day trips. So yeah, highly recommended. Thanks for watching. Hasta luego.